Hi guys, welcome to Sunday Stories 2. This is my second video, and today I want to talk about a very special day next week which is World Mental Health Day. A question I often get asked is, how do you define mental health? What is mental health? And it's a question that I ask when I go into schools, colleges and do talks, because I feel like there is such a taboo around the word mental health. And actually, when I go into schools and I ask this question, the most common reply I get is, well, it means you're depressed, or you have an eating disorder, or you're schizophrenic. And what they're actually doing is they're listing mental health illnesses, but they're not answering my question. Now, my question, what is mental health, is simply me saying, what does your mental health do for you? What is your mental health? And your mental health is the health of your mind. It's the health in the way that you think, in the way that you respond, in the way that you internally believe things. Just like if I said, what is your physical health? You might say the health of my physical body, how fit I am, how healthy I am, how good I feel in my energy levels. So your mental health is quite simply the health of your mind. And what I really want to get across this World Mental Health Day is that we need to be looking after our mental health just as we do look after our physical health. So I've got some few points today of ways that you can do that. So one thing to consider is that there are 5 states for our well-being. We have connection, we've got learning, we've got giving back, we've got being mindful, and we've got taking notice. And being mindful and taking notice are quite similar, and it's about being aware of the world around you. And if you practice them each and every day, then your well-being is going to be better. Taking time out for yourself, giving yourself that energy back, giving your mind some headspace, switching off from work a couple of hours before you go to bed. But mental health, I think, is also about understanding how to recognise when your mind might be tired or feeling unwell, just like your body would. And the signs there, I would say, are things like not being able to think very clearly, maybe overly worrying, feeling overly stressed, not coping as well as you would have, finding decisions really hard. They're just a few things that might suggest that your mental health is not doing so well. And there are so many things that you can do. If you have a physical health problem, you might have a day in bed to rest your body. If you've got a mental health problem, it might also mean that you need to just switch off for a while. It might mean that you might need to just have a day of self-care in your PJs, switching off from all the stress that you've got on around you. If I think about children, and when they're younger, they're taught if you hurt your knee, you put a plaster on it, right? They know how to deal with the problem. What we're not taught about is how to deal with emotions that we might find difficult or that we don't understand. And essentially, if we had a better understanding of things like our emotions and the way that our mind works, then surely we would be able to deal with our mental health a little bit better. So I don't know about you guys, but I think it can be very difficult to talk about this subject, and I'm really hoping that today I can open that up for people so that people can understand that, it is important to look after your mental health. There are so many things you can do by talking to other people, being open with how you feel, not keeping things bottled up, every day taking some time out just to get some headspace. But looking after your mental health is absolutely essential, and you've got to see your mind and your body as intertwined, and they really are. The power of the mind and the body together are so powerful. And I'll put some links below of places that you can go for help if you feel like your mental health is suffering. But please do seek help from places like Mind. You've got Beat for eating disorders, you've got Samaritans, you've got Time to Talk, Time to Change. I've got some information on my website at Phelan Well. And just don't be afraid to talk about it. Remember that your mental health is simply the health of your mind. And the next time you see someone, maybe just because they haven't got a broken arm, you don't know what's going on inside that person's head. Simply a hello, or how are you, or are you okay, a message to that old friend, ringing someone up that might be having a hard time, that can really, really help. We've got to treat others like we want to be treated, and I think that in society would really help everyone else have a slightly better mental health. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not going on. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love for you to comment below, and until next time.